That Dubs gets it done. So I'm going to go. I'm going to take the 2 minutes. That's what I'm saying. I'm taking the 2 minutes.
2 minutes. That's what I'm saying.
How about
James?
you?
What about you?
It is. Well, see, now we're talking two different things. You mentioned steak, and I get steak well done, so it's got to be cooked for a long time.
Oh, he has to go.
Well done.
You put ketchup on it too, don't
No,
you?
my hair is not orange. Okay, thank you
Tell
very
me you
much.
grew up with a black daddy without telling me you grew up with a black daddy. People don't eat steaks like that anymore, man.
Well, see, Corey,
How-
you know me. You know my father. However, you also know me. You know my mother. There's some things that don't match up.
True.
In any case,
Yeah,
In
facts.
any case, it's as far as the other thing goes. I guess it kind of depends on what the mood is. It's like sometimes you got to get in there. You got to get a quickie done.
Yeah.
That's all you need sometimes.
We're
Sometimes
grown
that's
ass
all you
adults.
need.
We got shit to do.
Get
We
it.
do.
Get
We
to the
do.
point. Get out.
Yeah.
Go home.
Now there are some times where it's like, baby, yeah, baby, yeah, okay.
And sometimes
well,
you
now
got to
we're
throw
gonna go.
the top 3 R. Kelly slow jams on.
I can't do
know
R.
what I mean?
Kelly. I can't do R. Kelly.
That'd be like.
he can do
What
you.
is that like? 12, that's like 12 minutes. Okay, I could do 12 minutes.
So I'm saying.
Yeah.
Oh no, I want the entire R. Kelly Trapped in the Closet catalog. We making love to that the entire time, all 6 hours.
So you're bringing Diddy and a bunch of baby oil
Hey,
with you.
too
Yeah.
Trapped in the
soon,
closet.
Mosby. Too soon, Mosby.
I just totally hit
saw
the
that.
lever on the chair.
I saw it happen.
Wow.
Apparently
Real
the chair
time.
didn't like that joke either.
you got hydraulics on your chair.
He was like bombed.
Speaking of a great party, check out Daniel Alonso's Personalized Creations on Facebook.
woo woo.
Yeah, all your customized needs, such as tumblers. With Valentine's Day right around the corner,
Right around the Corey.
I know that you got to get your boo something.
Yeah, and several side chicks.
Gina, I know you got to get Dubs a little something.
Okay.
Mosby, I know you got something for Hot Mama Bread at home.
Already had it last year. Just setting it up to get it done on Valentine's Day.
Oh, a whole year in advance.
Does she know?
Planning ahead. Yep, she knows.
Oh,
Damn.
So like, I don't like the idea of like knowing what you're getting beforehand. I
Sure.
love surprises.
Surprise.
Sometimes you have to have that conversation.
If you want a surprise, check out Danielle Alonso's Personalized Creations on Facebook. Also, ToledoDJs.com, your number one stop for all your DJ needs, for all your professional wedding needs. We do it all. Also, Nico Alonso's Photography. You get married, need a photographer? Senior pictures? So much more. Check out Nico Alonso's Photography on Facebook. Also, Natalie's Love at First Bite, rated the number 1 in Michigan for food trucks. Also home of the Big Nick Burger. You can follow her. She doesn't close down in the cold months. Natalie's Love at First Bite. Also, Pandora Flooring.
Pandora Flooring.
That wasn't bad.
I know. It was
Beautiful.
Anyway,
Gets better.
It's a
Pandora
little
Flooring.
tough for me to harmonize to, but yeah.
It's okay.
Move
How-
over R. Kelly.
Yeah. How frustrated are you? Okay, hear me out.
Slide
hear me out.
over R. Kelly.
Yeah.
Toledo is the home of the $6,000 house.
Sure is.
You can buy a house for very cheap and very affordable in Toledo. The number one problem is that it's ugly. But you know what helps things be less ugly? New paint and carpet.
Oh, I was about to say a paper bag over your head.
Yeah, usually, but that's only for me.
Also, an exterminator. An exterminator is also very important in a $6,000 house.
That's true.
I-
Got to have exterminator.
I agree.
No bugs.
Maybe they
Pandora
want to
Flooring-
bejewel some of the creatures that are roaming around one of those
Oh, that
$6,000 houses.
yes,
though.
yes.
Pandora Flooring, I'm going to throw in their extra
Cadillac of
service
roaches in
there.
there.
They will kill 2 rodents for you at no additional charge if you go for a full new house flooring package.
Corey
Wow.
personally will kill 2
I'm
rodents.
That's what I'm
not
saying.
I
Killing
outsource.
Corey
rodents,
loves
that is
rodents.
Corey
I
approved.
outsource. Gina's brother is an installer at Pandora Flooring,
Nice.
and he has killed every mouse that has been an issue. There's
I
only
can't
been
do it. I'd quit that day.
There's only been one.
I don't
but-
like
I'd quit
killing-
that day.
I don't like killing things.
No.
No, not furry things. People,
Okay, like
people
people are
is
fine.
okay.
All right. That's unsettling.
Oh, sorry.
That is not
Burkett
an
Restaurant
admission.
Equipment. Oh wait, Pandora
Gina, you got to put
Flooring,
that disclaimer out there. It's not an admission of murder.
Yeah.
Oh no,
well,
they'd have to find the bodies.
Yes.
Correct.
Exactly. Pandora Flooring, narrow store, wide selection, sexy staff. We're also sponsored by
Burkett.
Burkhead Restaurant Equipment and Supplies. Do you own a food truck? Do you own a restaurant? Do you just like nice things? Then come see me at Burkhead Restaurant Equipment and Supplies. We have a new service where we will design your entire restaurant layout for you from start to finish. Burkett's your place to be.
Wow.
Burkhead Restaurant Equipment and Supplies.
Do you design kitchens? Let's say home.
If you want commercial equipment in your kitchen, absolutely.
I
Oh my
do.
gosh, my wife is probably listening to this right now.
She is
right now.
dry. Just listen.
You know what I'm thinking? She's probably right.
So Burkett.
Yes.
So Burkett.
Yes.
Burkett.
You know who our next sponsor is?
Who?
Feisty Frosting.
Oh!
I'm going to pass this sponsor over to Jay.
Feisty Frostings, you can find them on Facebook at Feisty Frostings. It's a 501c3. Order a dozen, donate a dozen to whomever you would like to.
That is awesome.
That's so great.
It's awesome.
That's beautiful.
The idea behind it, Gina, it was originally done by actually my wife with group home kids, as a matter of fact.
I
They wanted
love
to do
that.
something
That's
to,
beautiful.
That's
to
my
give
heart
back.
right there.
So,
That is my
beautiful.
heart.
so they help put it together.
really
It's a great company. So support them. We got a lot of sponsors. So, just reach out. Let them know you heard them on the show. Also, it's time for my weigh-in at Sarah over at Apricity Renew You Med Spa in Maumee. Guys, I'm staying steady about 65 to 70 pounds.
That's about,
awesome.
and that's pretty
Right
normal.
on, man.
Yeah.
Where are you at right now? Like the 3-month mark, 4-month mark?
I think for a month if I went back far
yeah.
enough.
So
Yeah.
this is going to be your plateau.
My plateau.
So you'll, then you just stay the course.
Yeah.
And you'll start dropping again soon.
Yeah. And at the beginning of or end of last year, for 2025, my New Year's resolution was month 1, January. I wanted to ride 60 miles on my Peloton. For everyone who follows me, I ride my Peloton every other day, a couple miles. I wanted to do 60 miles by the end of January.
That's nice. That's a good goal.
Yeah.
Guys, I didn't make it to the end.
Well, it's you still have 3 days.
I finished
You finished
a
before-
week
Nice.
early.
Premature pedaling.
Yeah.
Thank you, Gina. It's not the first time
2
she told me
minutes.
that.
Oh, wait.
Way
what?
to stay consistent with the prematurity.
Killed it.
Yeah, that's
60
that is
miles.
Awesome. That's
Normally I'm doing like 30 a month. I did 60.
that's
Killed it.
awesome.
Nice.
I'm proud of
Nice.
you. I'm legit proud of
Thank
you
you
and
so
all your
much.
progress.
Like,
I actually saw a picture of you on Facebook that you had posted.
Yes.
And I see you all the time, and so I think that because I see you, it's not recognizing the
Right, 'cause
the
you
weight
slowly-
The
loss
significance of the difference.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
massive difference, man, and so proud
Yeah.
of you.
Fatty
Keep
to
it going.
daddy.
Oh, that's what Gina said. Now I'm daddy in the group text.
Fatty to daddy.
Fatty to daddy.
That's
That's
right.
so weird because that's also what I am in your phone.
Fatty?
Daddy.
Sorry about that.
Definitely fatty.
Good one, Mosby. That was good.
That's what I was going to say.
So if you
take
want to start,
3 guys
so
that
I
aren't
take the
funny.
semaglutide shot over at Apricity with Sarah at Renew You Med Spa. I take a shot in my belly once a week. That's all I do. Eat healthy, work out, and like 65, 70 pounds.
That's
all you got to do.
It's amazing.
You want more information, hit her up at Facebook at Sarah at Apricity Renew You Med Spa in Maumee. Tell her you heard it right here. She'll give you a little discount.
And
Yeah.
if you're struggling, like
Yeah.
I just want to add this in. If you're struggling with weight loss, because let's face it, it's hard.
It is very hard, Gina.
And if you're struggling, don't let anybody tell you the semaglutides or any other tool is the easy way out.
Right.
Because it's not, none of this is easy. None of it is. You could take the semaglutide shot. It's a tool. You still have to make changes.
Yeah.
You still have to put in the work. Do it. So if you're on the fence and you're sitting there like, man, this is so hard, but I don't want to take the easy way out, stop that. Get it
that out of your head.
Let it go.
Yeah.
And go and do this for you. Because I promise, I'm at 41.
Are
my
you?
tool.
Oh, good for you,
wait a
I
minute.
went,
Gina.
I went to
Bury
my 6-week checkup today, but it was 5 weeks.
Good for you.
So my tool was weight loss surgery, and I just 41 pounds in. It is so different. Like the way
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
is so different. So just do it.
Good
Just
for you.
Whatever tool you need to use.
Yeah, don't be
do
ashamed.
it.
Don't feel bad. Don't feel like, oh, people are going to look at me different because the semaglutide shot is just a tool.
And
A
don't
treadmill
tell
is
anybody.
just a tool. Protein drinks in the morning is just a tool.
Right. It's all just, and don't tell anybody. If you're worried about it.
Yeah, don't say nothing.
Nobody's
Nobody would
business.
know if I didn't tell anybody.
Yeah,
You wouldn't know.
Nick could be like, "Oh, I diet and ride my Peloton.
Yeah.
That's how
Yeah.
I lost my weight."
I
You
do.
don't have to
But
tell
I'm not
anyone.
ashamed,
Exactly.
Gina.
But feel better. Whatever you have to do to feel better,
Own
that's
it.
healthy.
Yeah. Yep.
Absolutely.
Do that. Don't resort to. I mean, so many people resort to to eating disorders
Yeah.
and even over exercising to the point where it's unhealthy and
Yeah.
that kind of thing. Don't
Cocaine.
or cocaine.
Or cocaine. Good one,
That is,
Mosby.
that is my
Listen.
favorite weight
I know.
loss.
If I could afford the Jenny
Corey.
Crack diet, I'd be all in, but I can't afford the
Right.
Jenny Crack diet. So, but just do it. That's the
Just
point.
do it.
Just do it. Call Sarah. Just get a consultation. Try it. See what happens.
Speaking of consultation, you know what the cool thing is, Gina, with her? You don't have to make an appointment to go into her office. She can do a FaceTime video.
That's amazing.
And if she
right on.
finds the right medication for you, she will actually ship it to your home.
so you don't even have to.
awesome.
You
go
don't have to
out into
leave.
The cold.
You don't even have to put a bra on for this.
So people who
Well,
are
Corey would because
Corey would.
he's a
Okay.
little flat.
Yeah, he's weird.
Okay.
Well,
First
you
off,
know, he'd get back problems. So.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
for sure.
thank you for
We're looking out for you.
recognizing
Looking out for
my
you.
medical
For sure.
needs.
For sure.
All right. So you're telling me that like if you have issues with like COVID or illness or
Yeah.
anything like that, you don't have to. You can stay social distancing and just do this like FaceTime and virtually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
you don't have
awesome.
to. You don't have to make a day. You don't have to take time off. You don't have to find a sitter for the kids because it is in Toledo. Some people don't live around here.
Right.
That's awesome.
All you do is call her. She'll do a FaceTime video. She'll get all your information, see if you're a good fit. And it's not only semaglutide. She has other weight loss shots you can do as well, whatever's the best fit for you. And then once she thinks it's good for you, she'll send it right to your house.
That's amazing.
Boom.
That's perfect.
Do it. There's no excuses. Do it.
No excuses.
Feel
Stop
better.
making excuses.
Feel
I did.
better.
Is it a daily injection or
Once a
pill
week.
or
I do
what?
it every Monday morning. That's it.
Okay.
Little tiny shot. You don't even feel it. So don't be nervous because you got to give yourself a shot.
Kind of like
Yeah.
A little shot from Corey. Yes.
a little shot. You don't even feel it.
Yeah. That's Corey on a Friday night after a couple margaritas.
What margarita? Huh?
Yeah.
You don't need margaritas to not.
Speaking of little things, Corey.
Why are we? What? Huh?
I have just recently discovered something that has been mind blowing that I haven't had in my life
Your penis?
up to. That's the second thing. We're gonna get to that. But another thing, like I haven't had this thing in my life up until about 2 weeks ago, and it's absolutely mind blowing. Like it's one of them things. How did I get through life without this? Hold on a second. Get my pocket.
I'm intrigued right
Yeah.
now. I
Hold on,
wanna
wrong
know.
pocket.
The-
Wait,
the
that's
build-
a bit.
the
Oh, that's not
buildup
it.
is,
That's not the one with the hole.
Oh,
Oh,
anacondas.
that is my pocket.
Yeah, check this out.
Oh,
Chapstick.
Holy smokes.
Are you
sorry.
kidding me?
Chapstick. Is
I have
your-
never used chapstick in my life up until 2 weeks ago.
are you out of your gourd right now?
Mind blowing.
chapstick.
So I am.
Chapstick.
I have to say, I have a local girl for my lip balm.
Yeah. Burt's Bees.
I see you use Burt's Bees. It's very good. But I have a local girl. It's called Balm of Bees is her company. And this
Yeah.
is a completely free plug because I really do love
So
this
something
company.
does she use beeswax?
So she does use beeswax. Beeswax. It's all organic. Everything in it's organic. And these chapsticks are amazing.
Nice.
And I have never kept a tube of chapstick like all the way through till the end ever in my life until I found this stuff. It's only like $3. So your Burt's Bees is probably more expensive than these.
Yep.
$3. Yeah, $3.
It's about $3. She delivers. So, and I get them like every year I get like 4 or 5 of them, but I cannot live. I have a car chapstick. I have a purse chapstick. I have a bedroom chapstick. I have one sitting next to my chair in my house. And then I have like random stashed chapsticks because I know it's insane, but I cannot not have it.
I understand what you're saying. I don't use chap. I mean, I've used chapstick.
We know.
before. I'm
We
not
can
like
tell,
Nick,
Ashley.
You
but-
can tell chap lips.
Okay,
But like
you guys are gonna make me not come back to the show.
I feel like Jennifer Lopez when I'm walking around.
Isn't it beautiful?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a
I almost feel like people are staring at my lips.
you,
It's like,
you feel like Jennifer Lopez. You look like George Lopez. This is
hey,
awesome. Man, it's
hey.
I mean, that's okay.
Hey.
We have been ripping him apart
Yeah.
since I walked in the door.
Yeah.
I feel like that was fair. It was fair.
Okay,
And George
we'll give it to
Lopez
him.
isn't
We'll give it to him.
terrible.
I mean, he had some moments.
So yeah, chapstick. It's a whole like I have them all over. One in here, one in the living room, one in my
Yes.
truck, one at work.
Yeah, and if you lose one, and then you so like if I lose
Yeah.
my car chapstick and I got to take the one out of my purse,
Yeah.
and then everything's out of rotation,
Messes you up because you're like, I don't have one there now.
Yes,
I just
it's-
ordered 4 more on Amazon.
It's awful.
How are you a 40-year-old man who's never heard of
No,
chapstick?
that's yes.
Because,
same thought.
For
same
me,
thought.
it was always like it's almost like a lipstick for women. So maybe I
Yep.
curved away from it.
And in the terms of one of my favorites, Brandon Doriot,
Oh,
I
he
miss
said there's no
Brandon.
way to put chapstick
Masculine,
on
yeah,
without
without
looking
No,
like you're
watch,
gay.
watch.
Because it looks like you're rubbing a tiny penis on your lips.
yeah.
So here it is. I'm gonna do it live. Okay,
Yes.
I'm gonna do it live. Pretend no one's here. Okay.
All right. Don't lick it. Don't bite it.
Oh, you're already.
Oh,
no.
you're super
Yeah.
gay. Is that tinted pink?
Okay.
Do you have
Did you-
tinted lip?
Okay, I didn't realize, but it's pomegranate. I didn't know there was flavors or different colors,
Yeah.
so it does give me a little rosy.
It looks like you're wearing lipstick right
And then
now.
I
No,
do
it
this. I do
doesn't.
this. I do this in my big truck.
So you'll be able to tell
Yeah.
when I come in right after I put my chapstick on because I do the same thing. Like I can't stop doing that. So
Does Dubs have rings? Oh,
You know what?
it's clear. It's clear.
You know, since you just discovered
Yes.
chapstick,
Yes.
next week I'm going to bring you something in that's going to blow your mind called lotion.
what is this? Is
Yeah.
that a food?
Just wait.
It's like chapstick
Just
for
wait.
your body.
Corey,
Yeah.
It's funny. I don't use
You
lotion.
probably remember it from being young with a black father. It was more Vaseline more than anything else.
Dude, he's not ready for Vaseline yet. He's not, or baby oil.
Or cocoa butter? What about cocoa
Ooh, I
butter?
love cocoa butter. Don't start.
Or the shea butter, like the big.
When I smell
Yeah.
cocoa butter or shea butter or anything like that, I time travel back to being 5 years old in my grandmother's kitchen.
My
'Cause
Dub
that's
still
what it
uses
smells
that.
like.
He
Nice.
uses the cocoa butter. He always smells
Is
delicious.
it like a flashback? If you're having like PTSD or something? then,
No,
or-
it's like you know how like you can like smell certain things
Sure.
and it just kind of takes you back to a place where you once were.
Yeah, a certain
Whether
time in
it's-
your life.
Yeah, whether
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
a good
smells
memory, a bad
smells
memory.
will do that more than smells and music are like the two most nostalgic things, I think.
Yeah.
Speaking of flashbacks, I just came back from Austin, Texas. I took a 3-day trip last week.
You took
just myself to go see my son who lives in Texas.
You know what you didn't
no.
take? Me. Why?
Right.
I love Austin.
Why are we just hearing about
Listen,
this?
listen,
This is
yeah.
rude.
listen.
Rude.
Listen, guys.
We need to renegotiate.
I don't
our
want to
contract.
brag, but on the way back, I upgraded my seat to first class.
Oh,
Really?
Oh, how did you fit? Was it? Could you tell the difference?
Actually, I was in not regular seating, but I was in the step above, right under first class on the way there.
What airline did you fly?
Delta.
Okay.
Normally, I need the seatbelt extension. I was worried.
I bought a seatbelt extension because
Yeah.
I got tired of being embarrassed asking for.
Yeah, excuse me.
the
Then I don't
extension.
hear you.
And then
Can I get a
yeah.
seatbelt? What'd you say, sir?
The
Seatbelt
last time
extension?
I requested a seatbelt extension, she said, "Hold on," and then she like couldn't find one, so she like went up and down, like almost shouting it to other people, like, "Hey, I need a seatbelt extension."
Seatbelt extension up here
And
for
I'm
this
just like-
guy.
I'm like, "Oh my gosh, like this is the worst. This is my nightmare."
That is
right here.
mortifying.
I thought
So-
I was gonna finally be out of it, and I'm this. I'm out of them.
Yay!
No
That is
seatbelt
awesome.
extension.
That hurt, Corey.
Actually, I was able to buckle it and still pull like
That
a
is
good
awesome.
few inches.
What a good
That's awesome,
feeling.
Yeah, it was great.
What a good feeling.
Austin is great. I had some of the best street tacos in my life. I had some of the best pizza, some of the best brisket. Just an amazing time.
So like what?
was
what,
beautiful.
What kind of tacos are you talking about?
Street
here?
tacos. I got the carne asada, so the steak tacos.
Okay.
Delish. It's just a whole nother flavor in
like,
Texas.
like real tacos.
So
not
then you're
white
like,
people
you're,
tacos.
I was gonna. That's exactly what I was getting to. You're
Yeah.
You're in Texas. Authentic tacos. I'm assuming. I just heard this thing about white tacos.
Oh,
Yes.
And
what
I
is
don't.
that? Wait, what does that mean?
What is white tacos?
Why are
a
you
minute.
looking at Gina?
First of all, why did you look at me? Because I'm very offended right now. I'm kidding. So white
of the
tacos
Caucasian
are
persuasion.
white tacos are on a flour tortilla with the lettuce, tomato, onion, sour cream. That is an American. That's a white taco.
Sour
Just
cream.
a soft shelled taco without cheese.
Yeah.
Oh no, cheese too. All
cheese,
of it.
okay,
It's all
so-
of that. But because they don't eat them like that in Mexico, that is not a authentic taco. That's an American
It's an
taco. So
American
therefore, that's
taco.
what we call white taco.
Okay, so I thought I knew what a white people taco was, but you just informed me that I was wrong.
Well, maybe it's just different, or maybe I'm misinformed.
I
It's
thought a
possible.
white people taco was like a Taco Bell style taco.
Yeah,
Oh,
but that's
similar,
what it is.
Similar.
No, like the hard
pretty
shell.
close.
You said it's on a soft shell.
A soft shell.
So I'm thinking it's like a regular hard shell
Well,
taco.
I don't know.
because-
That might be the case.
If someone knows the actual difference between a white person taco and a
because you
authentic,
would use a soft corn tortilla.
that's
for
true. That's
that.
true.
Yeah.
With sour cream.
like a soft shell taco.
Yeah.
I guess
Like the white girls love sour cream on the tacos. You go to Mexico or Texas, you can't even get sour cream.
No.
So now it also begs another question from me.
Yeah. Mosby?
Fish tacos.
Never had. Was it
Those
good?
white tacos?
fish tacos are just fish tacos as far as I'm concerned.
Is that a white girl?
I do
They're
believe
amazing.
that is definitely an Americanized thing. I don't know if it's a white people
Okay.
thing. I don't know because I don't eat fish very often. Like it's a very, very.
That
few
just
Right.
times.
it doesn't sound like a taco. I'm expecting
Yeah.
like
Right.
shredded chicken, ground beef.
It sounds like a chicken sandwich on a tortilla, right? That's what it sounds like to me.
Right.
I would
Fish tacos.
Yeah.
would only eat a fish taco if like there's water nearby, because when you eat like a fish taco in Toledo, it's just sad and disappointing to me.
I mean, any
I've talked
seafood.
with Corey enough. I think his fish
Well,
tacos are a little
What
bit
about
different.
like walleye and perch and stuff? That's fresh from where you're in Toledo.
No, I'm not even saying that. I'm just talking about like the experience of eating it. I'm not saying the flavor is gonna. It's just when I'm like in Florida, San Diego, and on the coast, that's when I have my fish tacos.
That's when I
can't-
eat
Real
seafood.
fish, though. That's real
Yeah,
fish.
that's when I eat seafood is when I'm in a coastal town.
Yeah.
Sure, but I don't turn that stuff into tacos. You
Right.
go
No.
out to the
And I
East
thought
Coast, it's
Toledo
like-
had a lot of food trucks. Honestly, I really did because I don't know any better.
Yeah,
Holy
not till you get to Austin.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of.
Lots is an understatement. You're talking you take a 20-minute car ride, you pass hundreds of food trucks.
Oh wow.
All over.
Sure.
Some of them are permanent. Some food truck we went to after the comedy show was no bigger than maybe 4 porta potties together. Like that's how wide and tall it was. That's
Wow.
it. Super small.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing though. And most of the people don't even speak English, which I think helps because it's more authentic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't think it helps because I don't know what I'm ordering.
They have pictures. I just pointed as well.
You
'cause I
know
didn't
enough.
either.
I mean, you know enough Spanish for food.
I
don't
do
you?
not know enough Spanish for food.
And that's the hard part,
Really?
Gina, is they think
Oh,
I'm one of
yeah.
them. So they're, hola, ¿cómo estás? I'm like, what does
Did you
that mean?
just
Sorry, I
say
was-
"Cómo estás"?
Something like that.
The
Yeah.
only Spanish
¿Cómo
phrases
estás?
I know are
Yo quiero Taco Bell.
that's from the dog.
That means
remember
I have
I-
a Taco Bell
want,
in my.
I want
I
Taco
want.
Bell.
But,
I want.
¿Dónde está la biblioteca?
Where's the library?
Los Estados Unidos.
Ooh, I like onions.
And goal.
That means score for Toledo Walla.
Yes, that's
That means
those
score
are the
for Toledo
only
Walla.
phrases I can say in Spanish successfully.
Okay.
So yeah, it was absolutely delicious. Got to spend 3 days with Alex, who's actually moving back in May. So that's
Oh,
pretty
right on.
exciting.
That's nice.
So yeah, I had a great time. It was
I'm
good. It
glad
was
that
fun.
you went and did that.
It was fun. Guys, there's an app going around, not an app, but a Facebook page. I got invited to it. And I kind of took a glance at it. Are we dating the same person? You guys seen those yet?
I have
Yeah.
not.
Okay. So there's a men's and a women's.
Yeah. What do you think
So-
about those?
I mean,
How do you feel?
I'm just glad I'm not on the page.
So if you don't know what that is, it's a Facebook page you can join. Are we dating the same people? Like if you're starting to talk to someone, people will post a picture of the person you're talking to make sure and validate that no one else in Toledo is talking to them or dating them or married to them.
Or,
It's like
or
a catfish site.
No, well, kind of.
Sort of.
Or they post a picture of their husband and say, "I think he's cheating." Anybody?
Is he in anybody's inbox, Mosby?
So from a female's perspective,
How do
because
you
they
feel
have a
about
men's
this?
group, I think they call it Hofax, which immediately is awful.
That's way better.
love that.
Hofax.
Except here's the problem with that. It's insinuating that we go down that road
Yeah.
of women can't sleep with more than one person or they're a hoe and men can do whatever they want.
No.
I mean,
hear me out. With whole facts,
you got
and are we dating the same
before
person?
you
Hold on, Corey. Hold on, Corey. Go
before
ahead,
you
Gina.
defend that group, Corey, go in that group and see if because that is not at all.
I'm
what
not
it is.
saying that I don't know anything about that.
That's
group.
why I'm telling
All
you not
saying-
to defend it
I'm
because
not-
you're doing the wrong thing.
I'm not saying anything about the group. I'm talking about the name Hofax in general.
And they,
I think Hofax is a great name.
They
for like a
post
RPG
women's
Great marketing.
nudes that were sent to them in private.
Oh, I
Well,
was-
don't do that.
It's a terrible, yeah.
Don't do that.
So that when we're talking about the men's group versus the women's group, the
Yeah.
men's group is quite hateful. The women's group can be. Don't get me wrong. My nephew was posted in there by his by somebody who had recently started dating, and his ex baby's mama got
Yeah.
on there and was trashing him, and none of it was true.
that's
That can
tough.
happen.
Ah, yes.
But I think that from a woman's perspective, I think something that men have to understand is dating is very different for us. Dating can literally be dangerous for us.
Yeah.
It's true.
And it's not something that men typically worry about. I'm not saying all men. I'm not saying nothing can ever happen to a man. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, typically speaking,
I 100% agree, Gina. 100%.
Statistically, women are. It's more dangerous for women. So, I like the group. The idea of the group. It has gotten to the point now where people are just posting, like they're purposely finding silly pictures and posting them and like roasting people. But the moderators are pretty good about shutting down roasting the guy. So that, like, there's rules. Like, you're not supposed to screenshot, but there's a lot of pick me girls that will screenshot and send it to the guy.
Why are you in
hold
this
on, wait,
group?
hold on, wait.
What?
I'm showing my age. A pick me girl?
Yeah, a pick me girl is like somebody that like will do anything the guy asks or whatever. She's like, oh, pick me. That's pick me,
okay,
pick
okay.
me.
So
That's
like
a pick me
a
girl.
porn star in training.
No, more like
No, like I like him. I want him to like me. So, oh, you like basketball? I like basketball. What's
almost
your
like
favorite team?
submissive.
Or like I
The
want,
Phoenix Suns?
or
Oh my
I want
gosh, I
all
love
the guys to
Phoenix
like
Suns.
I see
me.
what you
I
did
want
there.
everybody to view me as the cool girl,
Sure.
like that kind of.
Makes sense.
Why am I in this group? I honestly don't remember how I got added to it. I think it was because like somebody. Oh no, I do remember. Somebody we both know was posted. Somebody we all three know. Actually, you probably know too. Was posted in there, and there was a lot of
Very famous Toledo
chatter.
person.
Oh,
And no, not it would be somebody that kind of is in the same
Affiliation.
circle.
Okay, we'll
and
go
there
with
was a
it.
lot of chatter, so somebody added me because they wanted me to see because they thought it was funny.
Okay.
And so then I just stayed because, well, first of all, because I've known some of the people posted, so it's kind of,
Yeah.
and I mean, let's be real. If Dubs ever pops up in there's going to be a murder case.
That makes it tough because it's like I almost want to throw the "Are we dating the same person?" just because it's like I want to know, like, are they married? Do they secretly have a whole nother relationship
that's
going
kind-
on? I want to use it for that purpose.
Yes,
Yeah.
and they do. The only problem I have with that is that dating still means dating. So, like, if you're dating someone or you just met them, like, hey, so a lot of people be like, hey, before I meet this guy, does he belong to anybody? Any red flags or tea? And some exes will comment on there. Sometimes it's good. They do something called green flagging where they're like, hey, here's a green flag. This is my friend or my cousin or my brother. All the green flags, looking for a good girl.
Okay.
So they do that, and it's more of a it has become like a community of women just like posting, and they'll say things like, when we've seen women find out their dudes cheating, and just a lot of women that are just like, girl, you are beautiful.
Okay.
Like that,
So I was going to actually ask that
cheerleading.
question of, let's say someone's in this group and they find out their significant other is in fact messing around or in another relationship or whatever. Is there
It
any
happens
sort of
often.
support that is
Yeah.
offered after?
Most of the time, it's super supportive. I've seen the wife and the mistress become friends.
Oh, that's
I have seen.
too bad
I-
Jerry Springer's dead.
I've seen women tear each other apart, but mostly what I see is a lot of support, a lot of community support, that kind of thing.
Gotcha. I have an aunt who told one of my family members one time that stuck with me. If you ever get cheated on, God forbid, don't get mad at your guy, or don't get mad at the girl. Get mad at your guy, because the girl only knows the lies that he told her.
That's true. That's true.
know,
Absolutely.
Unless she knows about you.
And if that's the case, that's a different story. But typically, she only knows the lies that he told. And also, you have to remember that if she does know about you, he's still feeding her lies.
Oh, I'm
so
sure.
he could be saying,
Yes.
"Oh, it's okay," or "Oh, we're in an open relationship," or "Oh, we're this is,"
Or she's crazy and I can't leave
Yeah.
her, or whatever other lies.
I'm trying to leave her, but she's trapped me for this and that.
And I guess
the
we
other,
should
so.
just do the disclaimer of the fact that this could go either way.
Absolutely.
We've got to make
I'm not
sure.
saying guys or girls. I'm saying significant others.
Yeah.
Lynn in the comments said, I hate these groups. I get rejected from these groups all the time. I don't know how to get accepted to these groups, and it's very cliche.
Usually when you ask to join,
They do ask very specific questions to
Yes.
get in the group to keep, spam and
So-
things like that.
Well, and not just spam, but they try very hard to vet so that men don't get in.
Right.
And it's like new. If she has a newer account, like
Right.
within the
That's a red
last 6
flag.
months, they won't let her
Right.
in.
Because there could be some guy trying to infiltrate the group.
Yeah, typically speaking, Lynn, if you have a friend that's already
Yeah.
in the group and they invite you, so somebody that's established in the group and has been
Yeah.
in there for a while and they invite you, they'll accept you in
Right.
to it. So
Yeah, I didn't know how you guys felt about them groups.
I'm not in any of them, so
Right.
I don't really care.
I just think that as with anything, it can go overboard sometimes. And I think that if you're dating a guy and you're just dating somebody, and then somebody will put on there, I just talked to them last week. Oh, good. I'm not talking to them then.
But you're in the dating world. That's what you're doing when dating. You're talking to a bunch of people.
I think that's one of my biggest frustrations is that oftentimes I hear about girls who are in or dating a guy or whatever,
Yeah.
and then they come to me and they're like, "Oh my gosh, can you believe he cheated?" And I say, "Did he cheat, or did you just think you were his girlfriend?"
Right.
Because most of these situations where they're cheating,
As soon as they
they're
start
not in a
talking, they're like,
relationship.
"Oh, I'm his. I'm the only one."
Right.
People don't have that. Are we in a committed relationship? Are we seeing other people? Are you ready to see other people? And making it a comfortable space to have that
Dubs and I
conversation.
So
never
it's
had
like
that
the,
conversation either. I just told him.
It's like the terminology's kind of changed. So like what for us, like dating would be, like we're explaining, it's just dating. Whereas nowadays dating is like an exclusivity type of situation.
No.
And if we're just kind of,
I think
what
when
we would
we
call
used to
dating,
date,
it's like
it was
talking.
exclusive. Now it's
Right.
just I'm going to do everything that married couples do, but
Yeah.
I'm not going to commit specifically
Okay.
to you.
And we'll talk more about the single life because next week we got Lisa Dunn, who's going to be on Monday's show live in studio with
I'm
us.
excited.
She
Oh,
runs
yeah,
one of the Singles Toledo things going on. So we'll have a lot more information next week. And we'll even save some questions for next week as well. So we'll talk to her. Lisa Dunn will be live next Monday. Corey, what'd you bring with you today?
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So buttons.
last week,
Yeah.
actually, go to Gina first.
Gina, what you got for us?
Oh man.
Well,
Okay.
so for like the first 4 weeks after surgery, I had like zero stamina.
Yeah.
Like I was so tired. by
You
the
mentioned
end
that
of the day.
last week that you were just really
Exhausted.
overplayed out. And,
Yeah, it was awful. I don't even know how to describe the level of tired because it was a different kind of than that. I'm just tired from work. So the last week or so, it's been like kind of getting better.
Yeah.
So this weekend, I'm like, I need to start adding physical movement to
Yeah.
because the weight's coming off, but I'm not moving. I'm not doing anything extra.
Right.
So I'm like, my daughter works at the mall. So when she goes to the mall, I'm going to go and I'm going to walk. So I started mall walking, which
Nice.
is an old people thing.
Great.
I used to mall walk all the time.
Yeah.
So
Back when South was there and it was just this like desolate
mall.
track.
yeah, I don't do like the fast mall walking.
Just
Jane,
walking.
though.
That's all you need, Gina.
I figure eventually I'll get faster at
Yeah.
it, but right now I just do what I can. So I did figure out it is almost a mile if you do all the nooks and crannies. It's like almost.
I was
1
asking
mile.
that one time. No one
Yeah.
knew. So it's a mile.
It is.
Okay, close
it's
to a
about
mile. Okay.
About 3,500 steps if you go. Like I said, you got to go in all
Nice.
the little nooks and
Nooks-
crannies,
yeah,
except
every
for the real
wing.
narrow.
Like the
hallways.
bathroom hallway. Did you
Right.
do
No,
that
I
one?
don't do the
that
bathroom
one?
hallways. Just like the main ones where there's like other
Okay.
stores
Like the
down there.
wings.
Yeah, the
Okay.
yeah, the
Yeah.
wings. The main 4 wings, and then there's like little side wings on
Yeah.
them. So, I did that Saturday, and then Sunday. Thankfully, I'd already made plans with somebody to meet them to do it. Otherwise, Sunday I would have reverted back and been like, no, I don't want to do it. So I went and I met my cousin, and we walked around. And I did it again on Sunday.
Gina, good for you.
So I'm like, okay, this is good. And I was very tired at the end. Like,
Oh, for sure,
It
for
wasn't
sure.
like, again, it's not typical, like tired, end of the day tired. It's a very, very tired. It's hard to explain.
Yeah.
I was very tired. However, I did it.
Good for you.
And so
Good
now
for you,
I'm going to do,
Gina.
but then I'm like singing along with the songs while I'm walking. And so I started thinking, and I'm like, am I old? I'm mall walking and I'm singing along with the music. And I think I'm almost positive this is some
Yeah.
sort of weird old people threshold that
Oh,
I
yeah.
have just
Yeah.
stepped into.
Congratulations.
Before you go any further, what kind of shoes were you wearing for the mall walk?
What do you think I was wearing?
I'm assuming Crocs, but maybe I was thinking maybe you got some some walking shoes.
No, because I have really bad arthritis. This is one of the things that led to the weight loss. I have
Okay.
really bad arthritis in my left foot, and I cannot fit into normal shoes right now. I mean, some of the wider ones I probably could, but it
Yeah.
hurts. So
Okay.
I just wear Crocs.
I
right
also
now.
have bad arthritis in my feet, and I'm looking for a more comfortable
Do they
shoe.
swell?
Yeah. They swell for many reasons, but
Oh, that's right. I forgot you're hurt.
Mine used to swell all the time, but now
well,
that
mine swell less.
really, yeah, yeah,
Is it the weight loss?
yeah. Because now I got nothing. They never
yeah.
swell up anymore.
Yeah. Speaking about swelling, and this isn't me being what I typically do with you. I'm noticing like you are like less swollen today than you usually are when you're here.
And you're more
that's
chipper.
awesome.
You came in like
I
your
drank
attitude.
coffee
You
right
just,
before I
She's
came.
had food.
oh, is that what it is?
No.
And I mean, in general, in the last couple.
Oh
of
yes,
days.
I have. It's like the one week. I don't know if you watched that show or not, but they had me on the week that I was doing my clear liquid diet before the surgery.
Okay, sure.
It
Yeah,
was
Mosby.
brutal.
Did you watch that show, Mosby?
I missed it. I'm gonna be honest. It's
We all made it out unscathed, but it was barely.
Yeah.
Everything is a little less swollen, and I have a little bit of a lap now. My lap grew by like 2 inches.
Is that what that is that I'm looking at?
Wow,
It's my lap.
I was
Corey,
like, what?
stop
I've never
looking
seen
at her there.
I've never seen the top of her jeans. This is awesome.
Everybody, look at her. Look down
Like
there.
you could legit.
Wow.
Like, we used to make jokes. The kids
Corey,
and
get
I-
your hand out of
'cause
there.
my belly is huge. Like I'm uncomfortable built. Like I make jokes about it all the time. I don't care. I'm super uncomfortable built. I don't. Whatever. It is what it is.
Corey, what happened to your hand?
I don't know. I just tried to touch her lap. And this is what was left.
It got sucked in.
Wait. What?
man.
I'm losing weight. Never mind.
Good for you, Gina. Good for you. So you
thanks,
did
Corey.
double
Now that we're all
walks.
distracted.
Yeah.
People could sit on, like I could have, like one of my nieces or nephews could sit on my knee. That was like it. There's no lap. And now I have a little bit of a lap.
That's great,
Yeah.
Gina.
Did they,
Good
did
for
they tell you
you.
what they want for Christmas?
Stop it. She's not Santa Claus.
Santa has way more of a lap than
Yeah.
this.
And these walks and things, Gina, they will get so much easier over time.
Oh,
I remember when I
definitely.
first started, I'm like, dude, I can't do this. Now I can ride 4 or 5 miles nonstop, and I just get off like it's nothing.
But I like walking in the mall as opposed to like a treadmill because I can.
You can see stuff.
Yeah,
Yes. And it helps.
because my ADHD. Like,
Yeah.
I know I talk about it a lot, you guys, but you don't understand. It is bad.
It helps pass
Like
time.
it is severe. So when I'm on a treadmill, I will legit just be walking. I'll walk off the treadmill and go do something and forget I was walking on the treadmill. Like
That's funny. Walking to the other room.
Yeah, and just be like, oh shit, and go back.
Oh, that's
So
funny.
when I'm walking in the mall, it's really a lot easier because I can look in the window
And it helps
I
pass
look
time,
at people
Gina.
and
Yeah.
and it goes faster. So.
Except her ADHD kicks in and she ends up buying a Build-A-Bear or something.
Hey!
like
No,
that.
And that's real. That's real. I accidentally ended up in the Pandora store, and then I went
Ooh,
shopping.
We call that
I went.
productive.
I love
That's
that
productive
planet.
walking.
I
love that
don't
planet.
bring my credit cards with me though,
Good for you.
so I at least know better than
Good for you,
It's on
Gina.
her
I'm
watch.
proud of you. I'm
Her
glad
credit
that
card's on her
you're
But the point was that I'm old. that was my point.
Oh, that's the point. You're
I'm
old?
very old.
because you're walking the mall.
Because I'm mall walking and singing along with the music
With
that
your
they're playing at
Crocs?
the
What
mall.
music is playing? That's what I was wondering.
I
Everyone's
can't
wondering about your shoes. I'm
remember.
wondering about the music.
Bieber,
I don't remember.
Justin Bieber.
No.
Doo-doo.
So, no, I don't remember what it
okay.
was, but
It's
I
okay,
just
Gina.
remember.
If you remember, let
I
us
was
know.
Singing along.
Good for you. I'm proud of you, Gina.
I'm also proud of you. Speaking about walking and exercising and things like that, do you guys have any aspirations to like run a 5K like ever? Is that like a goal
No.
for
I did
For
walk
you?
my first 5K 3 months after my knee replacement.
Do you want to run a 5K before
Not
the year's
run.
up?
I walked
don't-
5K
I can't
steps.
run.
So I've always wanted to do a 5K, but I
Yeah.
need someone to like motivate and do it with me.
I'll walk it. Me and Gina walk it with you.
Sure. First of all, stop volunteering me for things like that.
Why
I'll
can't you?
walk 5K steps.
Why can't you though?
That's what you'll get.
Why can't you?
I didn't say I can't. I have zero desire to do that.
Well, why not? Let's just do it. Let's take some
wants to-
chances.
Gina just wants to drive in her Kia at that same pace to like hand
Donnie
water out
P.
to anybody who's
No,
You know,
I
no.
don't even want to do that.
you don't even want to drive.
Well, if
a
you need
5K?
someone to walk it with you, I'm in.
all right,
I don't care. I'm
I'll
in.
get back to you.
I'm in.
I'll get back to you.
How far? What is a 5K? How far is
3
it?
point-
3.1 miles.
Oh, I do that at the
3.2.
mall. Actually, that's actually not bad.
No, it's not.
but I won't run.
Okay.
Yeah, we ain't got to run it, Gina. Let's just walk it.
I will like if that
I
couch
guess-
to 5K to me is laughable because my knees, my feet,
You still got bad
Gina,
knees
have you
and stuff.
seen me walk? I can't even walk.
Yeah, I'm
and I'm
looking-
talking about wanting to do a 5K.
I know. I'm looking forward to watching you crash and
Sure.
burn. It's
All
gonna be
right,
amazing.
well, you know what? Get a front row seat.
All right, Corey, what'd you bring with you this week?
All right. So last week, last Monday exactly,
Yes.
was the national championship game against
Twas.
Ohio State.
Oh, you talked about that
and
last
Notre
Monday.
Dame.
Oh,
I
that's
was
right.
not.
You weren't here.
last
Thanks,
Monday
Corey.
because I am an Ohio State fan.
The big Michigan game was last Monday.
My significant other, Gina, hot Gina, not this thing.
Stop it. You stop saying that about our Gina.
I don't care. I am hot.
I know, but I'm offended.
Doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah, she's definitely got a fever.
Maybe it's COVID.
But
Yeah.
the game was awesome and amazing. And as the clock started to wind down to those double zeros, I got down on one knee.
What?
No.
And I am officially an engaged man.
What?
Welcome to the club.
Hold on, wrong.
I'm very proud
Welcome
of you
to the
because
club.
Wait, what?
Yeah, yeah.
no, and I want to tell
so-
you why I'm really proud of him real quick. So we had this conversation.
Yeah.
Corey is, have you met him? He's super extra. He's very, very bougie.
I'm a diva.
But
I'm a diva.
Hot Gina is not.
No.
She is a very simple girl. Like she just doesn't.
Gina is a man. She loves masculine things. She loves football. She was explaining to Scarlett,
She's a very independent woman. Yes.
our then 1-year-old,
Yeah.
that what a neutral zone infraction was.
Yeah.
When she was 1 year old.
I don't even know what that is.
See, and so like a lot of these little things I'm talking about, like, oh, we're so drastically different in the relationship. I have more feminine characteristics and she has more masculine characteristics.
Sure.
I wanted to go kind of all out. Here's the thing. I was going to originally ask her at the T-Pain concert that I had brought up
because that
before.
says I love you. Nothing
Yeah.
like listening to Bartender on one knee.
It's not. It's his singing
His,
concert.
his proposal would have been so
Bartender.
easy because it would all been auto-tuned. So.
Yeah, it'd been like, I'm in love with a stripper and you, baby.
Oh.
I like it. And how can she say no to that?
But yeah, we were gonna fly to Vegas and do this whole thing, Grand Canyon. I was gonna get
Yeah.
down on one knee there. Didn't happen. She shut it down. I was like, you know what? I need a new girl, someone who don't tell me no all the time.
Oh.
I was going to do it. She's an Ohio State fan. Our daughter's name is Scarlett. Her cat's name is Eddie. Eddie
George.
Ezekiel for Eddie George and Ezekiel.
And the
Elliott.
dog's name is We Got Beat by Michigan.
Sounds like he's
You ready?
Michigan fan.
You want to leave?
Sorry about that. I didn't know. I was asking for a friend.
I'm just kidding. I'm over it. We're the national champions.
Exactly.
I don't really care.
How did Michigan do in the playoffs? Oh yeah, that's
I don't
right.
even know. I'm not even a Michigan
That's
fan.
right.
so.
That's right. Anyway, so I wanted it to be special, and I was going to do it at the Ohio State Michigan game.
Yeah.
And my idea was
You
after the
can't do
game
that,
won, I would get down then, but I couldn't do it, and I wasn't
Bad
going to do
knees.
it. Yeah, I wasn't
Bad
going to do it
knees.
at Christmas or Thanksgiving or any of the holidays that were coming up, even
Yeah.
though family was there and stuff. We even had Scarlett's birthday in there, and I was like, I might. I've actually had this ring for a long,
Yes. Yes, you've had it for a very long time.
but I finally.
I'm just so proud of you because it's perfect.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Because he wanted to do this huge extra thing. I'm like, Corey, I'm telling you, like you got to do simple. And I don't want to. This is not about you. Yes, it is.
But
This
it is about
literally
me.
our conversation.
It is about me, and
It's
this
about
is
her.
this is where I'm going to. make it a
You've
little bit
been
more-
married. She has not. It is about her.
It
Wait, so
doesn't-
how'd it happen? Get to the point. What happened?
Oh, I got down on one knee and
Where at though? Like what?
Oh, we were at home.
Okay.
So it was just very basic.
Who was all there?
Scarlett was sleeping, and Gina and I were the only people watching.
Dude, that's great,
Real
Corey.
intimate
Very
situation.
I
That's
love
great.
it.
Congratulations,
Perfect.
buddy.
And as Ohio State was winning the
Wow.
national championship, which as an Ohio State fan, that is like the moment.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's pretty
cool. Very good.
Here's the ring for those of you who are curious.
Whoa.
Beautiful.
Nice work, dude.
For those of you who are,
Someone went to Piercing Pagoda.
I think it's banter now.
this is carps.
Like fish?
No, carps used to be a ghetto jewelry store.
Oh, I thought you meant carps like a
Door in
fish made out of
Seacourt.
fish.
They used to
bones.
sell like $1.50 necklaces.
Good for you. Is that why you
You're
got a
making it-
smile and a
you're
nice
making it
sweater
sound
on
like it was
today?
the guy
Oh, this
with
is
the
the nice
trench coat
sweater
that he
because
went to. Yeah.
I
Wow.
wore this exact same sweater like 4 weeks
No,
ago.
this one's
This
nicer.
is it's burlap.
Oh, that's the burlap one?
Anyway.
Ooh, wow.
So yeah, I designed this ring too, by the
Gina,
way.
he's engaged. You can't touch him like that.
Why does your burlap sweatshirt have fancy cuffs?
I designed this
Didn't
ring.
he tell you? He
Did you?
Yeah, I designed this. Like,
So it's one of a kind.
Yeah, this is. There's
Wow, good for you.
I'm very proud of you.
$200 well spent.
Something
Good
like
for
that.
you.
no. Dude, she was like, "Do I need to get like insurance on this or something?" I'm like,
Ah, we can just buy a new one.
I'm
Yes.
like, probably.
Yes.
I don't know.
How much?
You-
Hey,
you
all
saying yes?
on.
Yeah, you add it to
Hold
your
on a second.
insurance.
All right. Well,
How much was it?
I can't say because
Let's guess. Let's guess. Gina?
He doesn't want to say. He's not going to confirm or deny. He doesn't want to.
hear me out on the reason why I'm not gonna say.
Okay.
I owe a lot of people money.
So if you say this, people are like, "Oh, you can spend $30 on a ring, but can't pay me $8."
Yeah,
You know
it
what I
was
mean?
a great $250.
Ha ha. Wink.
Yeah,
I can't
my,
even wink. Here's my wink.
Winking.
my ex-wife, after she saw the ring and stuff and all the congratulations, she goes, "Huh, her ring's bigger than mine."
Oh,
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is. Got a lot of congratulations.
What? Who?
Lisa's mad.
Oh, your boo.
Corey.
Who is? Uh oh.
Lisa is Nick's
Lisa
mom.
is Nick's mom,
who
aka
Corey's
mom.
been trying to
Must
holla
be my
at.
mom.
you know, Lisa.
Wow,
you know I love
Corey.
you, but your son's a rooster blocker and has been trying to keep us away. There's still hope for you. It's just an engagement. We ain't married yet, so you still got time.
Corey, you can't say that no more.
Change my mind, girl.
You can't stop. You
you're on the
can't
clock.
say that.
You're on the clock.
Stop
That's what I'm
it.
saying. You're on the clock.
Stop it.
You know what I mean? As soon as we announce a date, you know
God, it's week 1 and you're already trying to loopholes.
you know what you got to do in
He's
order
saying
to
she's on the clock.
take
He's
No,
the
making
you
it sound
don't,
like we're in the
Corey.
draft right
Stay
now.
off this list. God, keep it in your pants.
I'm just trying to get on that Are We Dating the Same People Facebook page.
Mosby, I'm sorry you have to witness such an embarrassing moment.
No, I've known this man like 20 years now.
Oh, that
Actually,
sucks.
Longer than that.
Something like that.
like
Yeah,
25 we're going on.
This is nothing. So you should have seen him in high school.
So you got down on one knee.
yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Nice.
And here's the other fun
Were
part.
you able to get back up easily or not?
Stop it, Gina.
Actually, yes, but hear me. I've been practicing getting down on one knee for a little while.
Oh, it's
now.
because you've been married before.
Well, he was practiced by getting down on both knees, but
we don't want to talk about that to P. Diddy party.
So here's this is the part that even hot Gina doesn't realize happened.
yeah.
Your knees
It's-
cracked.
Oh, of course they did.
Yeah,
But when I got down, what I said, instead of saying, "Will you marry me?" I said, I thought long and hard about what I wanted to say in the situation, and knowing you, I can't just say, will you marry me? So instead, I'm just going to say, please. OH.
What?
I love it.
She
awesome.
said
I love
YES.
Actually, she said
Touchdown.
no. She said no.
Yep.
She
What?
100% said no. That is not a lie. I got down on one knee. She
What?
started crying in disbelief and just kind of started
It wasn't disbelief,
chanting
Corey.
that no. And finally she goes, I mean, yes, but no.
That's
Ooh,
funny.
all right.
You're like, wait, what?
He was confused.
Well,
So, Nick, do you have your engagement story? How did you propose to your wife?
Well, I
Not to take
just
away
like
from
Corey.
Actually-
Just like Corey, I thought long and hard on what I wanted to do. I wanted to make it special because Danielle's an amazing person.
Yeah.
in my life.
Taco Bell drive-through, he looked at her and said, you win.
That was actually I was
From the
looking at the
scratch
lady taking my order.
Yeah.
But I wanted to be the kids involved, so I did it on our Christmas together.
Oh, wow.
Make sure all the kids were here. I wrote her a nice note, and all the kids were sitting on the couch, and I read her a nice little letter that I wrote her, and I wanted to do it in front of our favorite people, and that's our children. So
So cool.
I love that.
That's so cool.
yeah,
Very
and I
nice.
asked her dad, made sure her dad was okay with it, and I asked her son as well, but took him aside previous to that day, and I asked him. I said, "Hey, I love your mom. I want to be part of you guys, and how do you feel if I ask your mom if I could marry her?"
That's so cool.
That's
And
Because I
very
wanted the
sweet.
respect from her dad and her son before
Right,
doing it. So,
right.
because I know those are the two most important.
Well,
people,
Dubs
men in
missed
her
his
life.
opportunity. He's gonna have to bust out the Ouija board if he wants to ask my dad.
Oh, hold on, Dad.
Oh, yes.
I was asking for mine.
Why does my dad sound like Elmo?
Gina's dad. Wait, did you ask Gina's dad, or how does that work?
Hot Gina's dad?
Yeah.
I actually asked Hot Gina's dad back in 2022
Oh.
at a Ohio State Indiana football game.
Wow.
Yeah.
What do you say? What do you say?
Leave me alone. I'm watching the Buckeyes.
Right.
No, we went to the game, and when I
Are you
asked
my
him-
waiter?
when I asked him,
That
what's
must
funny
be
is
real.
instead of him coming back and saying like, yes, you have my blessing or anything, this man who has never like been like affectionate starts like walking towards me, and I'm like, oh God, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? And he reaches out his arms and like hugs me, and I'm like, this is weird. Like, this is an awkward hug for when you're hugging someone the first time who's like not a hugger, And I'm like, I'll take it. And then he goes, huh, guess I gotta come up with some more money, don't I? And I
Oh, nice.
said, it's on you, man.
Hey, you got to take that the accept the way you can get it. So
Yeah, oh yeah, actually, I'm so glad that I got to ask him, because the first time I did not ask, and not that it was an issue or anything like that, but I just wanted to do it right.
how is everybody taking it so far?
We actually, Gina just announced it on Facebook, like while I was sitting here talking about it.
Oh,
I got-
today.
Yeah,
So
I got the
I'm
message
really-
about it.
Yeah, I'm really, really glad that the timing worked out that way, because
Yeah.
I was waiting until right now to tell anyone, really. So
Yeah, I didn't even know, and I
Wait, you didn't know, Gina?
No.
yeah, it has
Oh,
been really
nice.
difficult not to call you and stuff like that.
Yeah, he does. He
about
does
stuff.
check in with me about a lot of stuff, so I had no idea that he
That's
actually
great.
did it.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Even my coworkers and things like that, like people have seen the ring, but they had no idea that I'm even engaged.
Oh, I feel honored that you want to do it live on the show.
Absolutely.
Corey,
Absolutely.
congratulations, buddy.
I know who would make a great third pick for best man.
Uh-oh.
You have to tell that story.
Let's hear it. What happened? Hold on. Hold on. What happened?
Okay, real quick. So when my wife and I were getting married, of course we had our selections for our bridesmaids, our groomsmen, and this, that, and the other. The first guy that I picked that I wanted to be my best man, I'd known him. Well, at this point, it's like almost 38 years or so. For a longest time, he's my oldest, my dearest friend.
Yeah.
He had to back out.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going right down the line. Got to the next person. He got sick with some weird, random tick-borne disease or something like that.
Oh, geez.
He had to back out. So number 3 had to step up, as he's my utility player right over there.
Wow. And he wasn't available, so you ended up going with Corey.
So I was James's third choice for best
Yes.
man, and during his speech, I had wrote this entire speech out about like
Oh, yeah, that was
how
funny.
how other people and like nothing else matters except for your relationship, and you guys should be like number one in your life. And like it was like navigated with like a couple of jokes and interesting stories and tidbits and stuff. And as I'm telling it, he whispers in my ear, "Hey, so and so's here. Could you not mention anything about being the third choice? And I'm like,
Oh, so there was others.
yeah, and I'm like,
I didn't want to offend anyone.
that's my closer. And so,
So
yeah.
basically, James, if Corey does need a 4th or 5th place because people maybe
I'm there for you, man.
I appreciate
I'm
it.
right
I'll
there.
be
for
your
you.
4th pick for best man.
You know what, James? You're currently my number 2 usher, so we'll see if you can get.
Wow, that would be like a super upgrade.
wow,
Number
look at
2
you,
usher?
buddy.
Yeah, we'll see.
Man.
I'm not even gonna get invited, so that's all right.
Yeah, we're not.
So we have not planned anything. We haven't talked about it at all. We don't have a date, nothing like that whatsoever. But like again, I'm a diva in this relationship, so I have like Pinterest boards.
Yeah.
and
Oh, for
wedding
sure. You got to.
magazines
You got
and
to
a whole
because you
list
want
of
it to be
stuff.
perfect for her.
Exactly. And so like
A
in my-
vision board. Look at you.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah.
I'm not gonna say anything, but I am ordained. I'm just throwing that out there.
You know what? You're also a DJ, and I'm gonna need those services.
Oh my
I'm
gosh,
busy.
that's like-
I'm busy that day.
That is a
about
2
that.
for 1. Look at you.
And if you need customized koozies or stuff for your
my
bridal
God.
party,
Goodness.
Danielle Alonso's Personalized Creations.
You're gonna owe him
If you
so
need a
much money.
stripper for the bachelor party, Gina, SS Gina here tonight.
Yeah.
Corey, you're gonna owe him so much money. He's gonna get a new studio.
Gina, it's easy money.
He can just take my salary from here.
there you go. Yes.
So as long as it took him to propose, by the time they actually get married, I will be skinny.
Oh, for sure, because it'll be by 7-8 years.
Yeah, and even then it'll all come back.
Lisa in the group said, since I couldn't be the bride, can I at least be the flower girl or something?
Oh, that would be so funny.
Lisa, baby girl, I got a special position for you that night.
Hey!
Just what? I'm just letting you know.
You have to say position.
She's gonna be involved in some very
Apparently, he's talking about a different
deep-
type of
That's
flower.
what I'm saying.
deep
Yes,
planning.
definitely talking
Yeah.
Some
about it.
deflowering.
Hey! Moving on. God, why you got to ruin something?
So gross. I can't-
Bianca Mosby
She's
says,
not.
I will be the ring bearer.
Oh, you know what, Bianca? You was in the running. You better chill out, girl.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Is Katie gonna get a position then in your wedding now too?
Lee,
That would
hey.
be perfect.
Long as I'm not getting in a position, I'm good.
Yeah.
Gina, you might not be so lucky.
I'm legit sure not.
I'm not
Mosby's
in
might not
any
be invited.
position.
Bro. I got
might-
I'm going to be the only one invited.
You might be.
Gina's
the only
pretty
one
flexible now. You might get her in a position.
I not to brag, but I can put on socks without holding my breath now.
What good for you, Gina?
That's an accomplishment.
Wow.
I
Is she wearing socks? Check her feet. Check her feet, Corey.
I am.
She
Yeah,
is.
she's got socks on.
I officially can't do that, but
Really?
I was saying that the reason why we haven't planned anything
Yeah.
yet, but because I'm a diva and I've planned, I want to get married at Put in Bay.
Ooh.
Oh, that's cool.
I think that'd be really.
That's white.
I've seen it. I've done it. I know
Have you
it's a
met
beautiful
him?
Wedding.
Have I met who? This guy? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty awesome.
That'd be cool.
So-
I've done some there at the wineries. Beautiful.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
exactly,
Beautiful.
exactly. But we got to look at budgets and stuff. My
right.
second option is actually the backyard
Oh.
at the farm because
That would be great,
plenty
too.
of
Cheap, too.
room, and
Yeah.
we can act like fools and no one
And there's
cares.
corn.
Yeah,
Oh, you
Readily
could have
available.
fireworks.
You've seen it
that
done.
would be really
Yep.
cool.
Corey, you've seen a backyard wedding done before. So
I have.
Yeah.
You got married in the backyard.
Got
A
married in the
really
backyard.
nice
Th-
wedding.
that's been some of my favorite weddings to go to. Have been the backyard ones.
We kind of had to because of COVID. We got married during COVID. So
oh yeah.
Nicole Bolduc. Is that her name? Bolduc?
Yep, Bolduc.
I'm not a Mosby. I'm not a Mosby. Can I be invited, though?
She's a Mosby by affiliation.
Yeah, you're a Mosby by injection. I'm sorry.
Hey, Corey!
What? This is James's wife.
my wife.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were talking about from you, but you're not a Mosby. I
She
didn't put
is a
the.
Mosby, right? Or no?
Yeah,
she's your wife.
She has not taken my last name.
That's okay. She's
How does
still,
how does that make you feel? Like really?
she's still part of the family.
Yeah, let's talk about it. We can talk about anything on the show. How you feel?
I am. It depends on the day. It's been so long. We've been married, 4 going on 5 years now. It's just like I'm over it now.
Okay.
Did
is
it
what
bother you
what
at first?
At first, I'm kind of like I don't know how I feel about it because normally it's a normal thing that
Uh-huh.
that's supposed to or usually happens. But she didn't change it mainly for her certifications for work.
Yeah,
There
okay,
would
that
be
makes
like
sense.
a big
That
hullabaloo
makes
trying
sense.
to get all that stuff changed.
it
So I'm
is.
like,
Right.
all right,
Okay, now
I
that's
get it.
understandable.
It's fine.
And then
How do
if you have a lot of degrees and things like that in your
Yeah,
maiden last
yeah. Mm-hmm.
name, that it does make it really hard.
How do you guys feel? Now that we're talking about that, how do you guys feel about women who get divorced
hate
but
them.
still
You
have
should-
and
you should-
keep,
You should go back to your maiden name.
but still keep the last name?
You should go back to your maiden
I
name.
think that if you have kids, then you should consider keeping the name.
Why, though?
Because no one wants to go to a school function like a parent-teacher conference.
Yeah.
And they're just like, oh, hey, Mrs. King, your daughter, blah, blah, blah. And then she's like, oh, it's not King anymore. It's,
So you're saying keep it just so the teacher doesn't.
I'm just saying if you're comfortable keeping it, if you guys didn't end on bad term relationships, also depending on how you grew up in your childhood and stuff.
But it's not your name.
I have a different last name from my kids.
My last name's not my last name.
It's never affected
So who cares?
anything.
What do you have, Gina?
I have a different last name from my kids.
Mm-hmm.
My kids have his last name and
It's
I don't.
like it's a really big.
Were you
common
married
thing
to
now.
him?
No, it has not, and it has not had a single effect on our lives.
I
whatsoever.
think you guys are thinking about this from a perspective of someone who's only been married for as long as you guys could physically be married for.
Okay.
There are people who've been married for 30, 40, 50 years and they just dropped. That has been their name the majority of their life.
But it's not their name.
But it is their name.
Well, it was because of their husband.
What is the name? Your name is your
It's your
first
name.
name. Your last name is just who you with.
It's your name.
I think what we have to do is we have to. I feel like I'm always the Debbie Downer, like because I always like, well, here's some facts for you. Like I feel like I don't want to be that girl, but I think we need to go back. The reason that last names change is quite misogynistic. Unfortunately,
That's true,
the history.
just to begin with.
It's because women are owned by their father first.
Yeah.
And then when they get married,
It's a patriarchal thing.
It's
Yes,
a
it shows your lineage,
transfer
yes.
of ownership.
That's true.
I got my last name from a different owner.
Hold on. And then it's transferred to
That's a very good point, Corey.
yes, but
Yeah.
this is not about you.
We
So,
got our last names from legitimate owners.
That's
Yeah.
very true.
Yeah.
But women were also property. Remember, that's literally women were property too, guys. So actually,
thunder.
after slavery, women were still property, considered property for longer.
Should have fought.
Until 70 years ago, we couldn't even have our own checking accounts without a man's permission.
I mean, I don't blame her.
So
Don't blame him.
okay. So anyways, going back,
Yeah.
it was a transfer of property. So women taking a man's last name, and don't get me wrong, if Dubs and I were to get married, I probably would take his last name. I'm not knocking it. I'm not saying you shouldn't do it. I'm not like, oh, screw the patriarchy. Or smash the patriarchy. That's not what I'm doing. I'm just saying there's a history there. So
Smashing the patriarchy.
if a man is like super and I think it also depends on how the man feels, and I understand if you have a bitter divorce, you're going to want to be very. What are you doing with your life?
Sitting on
right
your lap.
now? Stop!
now
you
that it's there,
weirdo.
he can sit on your lap.
So it's too tempting. All that lap I got. So I think there's a lot of working pieces in it. But I do think that part of the whole like she's got my last name. Just so you guys know, it sounds
The sound. Okay,
Okay.
I can reason with the sound.
I understand
thing.
Yeah.
your
But-
reasoning, but at the same time, Mr. and Mrs. So-and-so sounds a lot better than please welcome Mrs. So-and-so and Mr. So-and-so. Even though they are married, they just chose not to take each other's
But no,
last
you
name.
don't owe
even
anybody.
still,
You know why do you have to explain
you
it?
You don't owe any explanation, period. So who cares whose last name you choose to take?
But we're talking about if you get a divorce.
Maybe get
I
divorced.
stand by that. Like,
And then
if
you
get
have
divorced,
to take you're like, you can't have my name anymore because then it
No.
sounds, it starts to sound.
Like if I go back
I
to
mean,
my ex and she would have kept my name, I would have been upset because like that's not your name anymore. That's not your name anymore.
It's not so
That's
much
not your life
For me,
no more.
it's not so much the name as the name itself represents the family. You're not a part of that family.
Exactly.
Why
You're
are
not
you-
part of that
why are you
anymore.
holding
That's-
on to
and
the
that's
name?
what I mean by that.
That's what it
but
is
you
more than
are
anything else.
you are a part of that family because you can't. If you, especially if you produce children within that family,
Sure.
and even if you guys get divorced, just because you don't talk to family anymore doesn't mean they're not family.
Yeah,
anymore.
and you can't write that person out of your family tree now. If there's children
You know,
involved, that person's always going to be a part
I
of the
didn't bond.
family.
You didn't
I
bond it
get
with my
that,
mama.
They're
but
an
you don't have to
asterisk
keep
or
the name.
parentheses
But
or
if you
something,
bonded with
yeah.
my mama and my grandmama, you and they're
So
like
you get to keep the name.
or whatever. You can keep the name. Half the men I know that are divorced who have wives who still have their last name. The wives are closer to the guy's mom
Sure.
than the family than
okay.
the actual guy is.
We can
So
agree
who
to
cares?
disagree.
Yeah, I feel like I think it's a very personal choice.
Yeah.
And I think
Do
that,
you?
But sometimes I just want to talk about it
I
because
think it all
Yeah,
started with
but
Tina
what
Turner.
I'm saying is
not
that
saying your way is right or my way is right.
Mm-hmm.
But if we have 30 people in the room, we could have 30 different opinions
Right,
on
right,
that.
on why.
It is
Yeah.
very. It is. But I
I
personally,
would be interested to find out maybe for a show for
Corey,
in
I
the
need you to
future
do
or
something.
something.
I need you to do something.
I just want to know. We're going to put it out to the Facebook
Okay.
stratosphere
Absolutely.
or whatever, and say if you get divorced, why did you keep your husband's name, or did you keep your husband's name and why?
I feel like if it's a bad breakup, like if it's a really nasty, bitter divorce, I wouldn't want that last name.
Right.
Tina did.
Right.
Who?
Tina Turner.
Yeah, it made her.
Well, that
Yeah,
was
yeah.
part of her,
Yeah.
her whole persona. But I feel like I wouldn't. I feel like that, me personally, I would want, I like my last name. I would want my last name
Sure.
Right.
back
Agree.
if it was like a bitter breakup.
Agree.
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
So.
Well, guys, one thing that's not breaking up is this show, so
No,
we will
it's
see
not.
you next week. If you missed the show, you can check us out on Spotify.
Spotify.
Whoa, you harmonized with yourself. That was weird.
I thought you were going higher, but you went lower. That's what she
had
said.
to switch it up.
Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, and iHeartRadio. James Mosby, thanks for
What's
hanging
up?
out,
Thanks
buddy.
for having me again, guys.
Appreciate you.
Glad
you look
you were
great today.
here.
Thank you.
You look great. And before we go, let everybody see your shirt. Is this the whole? This is the new Mud Hens logo, or
One
is
of
this
the
a
logos?
Or is this a different? Are they switching to this?
I don't think they're switching to it so much as it's just one of like an alternate logo to use.
So Toledo Mud Hens
really
gear,
like
but
that.
this is a
Nice.
different bird compared to the Mudhead. Is that what it's called? Mudhead?
It's more fierce.
Oh, Mudhead.
I like it better than the cartoony one. Like it's definitely more fierce.
Yeah, it looks
one,
scary.
I'm
Like,
just-
I'm not gonna fight that.
I'm used to the cartoony one. It's been around as long as I've been
Sure.
around.
The other
one's like, "Hi guys, hi,
Yeah.
I'm a Mudhead."
But that's like, I mean, honestly, why did we pick the walleye? Like that's the least scary.
Right.
thing. Like,
It's the popular
I mean-
animal around here. Yeah.
yeah, I get that, but Toledo Storm was a
was cool.
scarier name.
Why did we keep
Like,
that?
I don't know.
Now we're battling some fish sticks. You know what I mean?
yeah.
That's crazy.
Now they throw dead fish on the ice.
What about the?
Well, it's like the Red Wings. They throw octopus on
I know
there,
that's
so-
really weird.
Say
Too.
that
So they
again?
don't have a football.
They were
team,
going to do.
Bullfrogs?
They do.
The
They-
arena football team was going to be the Bullfrogs.
I thought we had one that like Toledo Thunder, like a.
Yeah, the Thunder's still out
Semi-pro.
there. They're semi-pro,
And then we have-
but they were never advertised as well as the Bullfrogs were. Before they
Okay,
came around.
and then
Yeah,
we
Toledo
also
Thunder.
have Toledo Wranglers, the semi-pro
The
basketball team. Yeah,
Have you been to one of their games?
I have not.
Neither have I
know
wanna
they
go.
They were when they started. They were just the Glass City Basketball Club. They didn't have a mascot. The mascot name only came around recently. Okay.
Oh, it is the Glass City Wranglers too.
Yeah,
I think
it's
it's
the Glass
not.
City
It's
Wranglers.
not Toledo.
I like that.
So
I'd love to go to a game.
yeah, I would like to also.
Let's
so
set
if
it
you go,
up.
let me
Set it
know.
up.
We'll go.
Well, I'll find something. I'll see what I can do.
Or let's
do
all
it.
go. I'm in.
Let's do it.
I will throw an octopus on the ice.
No, we're talking about
No,
basketball.
basketball.
Please don't throw an
Yeah.
octopus on the basketball.
Oh, I don't know
court.
my sports.
Oh, maybe we can throw Jeep Wranglers onto the ice.
Hey, Corey.
It's probably the Ducks.
We don't have that budget.
That's
Yeah.
way better.
We don't have
probably
that
do the
budget.
We'll go with the
Whip a
regular
duck,
Ducks.
suck a duck. We're out of here. See you
All
later.
right, bye.